Greetings everyone, and welcome back. Today we will explore poetic expressions on the chivalric virtue of humility. An often forgotten and under-considered virtue, humility is particularly difficult to master, as pride appeals to us all, driving us to gratify ourselves and strive for our own glory instead of the beneficence of others. It is through humility that we learn to act with conscience and care, never submitting to our more basic human instincts. For those of you who are new to the channel, it is our ambition here to explore the code of chivalry and similarly noble creeds through poetry, both recent and archaic, as this is how we can truly understand the virtues of the past and use them to shape ourselves, helping to build a better world. If you wish to read today's pieces for yourself, you can find them linked in the description. But now, relax and take heart, for this poetry is the stuff of chivalry. The Thumb by Amos Russell Wells. Hail to the thumb, the useful thumb, the grasper, the holder, the doer of deeds. Where fingers are futile and tools succumb, stolid, ungainly, the thumb succeeds. Hail to the thumb, the homely thumb, rings and jewels are not for it, compliments dainty and frolicsome, for fingers are suited, for thumbs unfit. Hail to the thumb, the modest thumb, gently and calmly it hides away, never for it a banner and drum, or praise at the end of a strenuous day. And hail to the men who are like the thumb, men who are never sung by a bard, men who are laboring modestly dumb, faithfully doing the work that is hard. Someday, men of the toiling thumb, men of the modest, invincible worth, someday your high reward will come from the hand of the Lord of heaven and earth. Humility by Robert William Service. I met upon a narrow way, dead weary from his toil, a fellow warped and gnarled and grey, who reeked of sweat and soil. His rags were ready full to rot, his eyes were dreary dim, yet I had the humble thought to raise my hat to him. For thinks I, it's the likes of him that makes the likes of me. With horny hand and lagging limb, he slaves to keep me free, that I may have a golden time and praise the Lord on high. Life grinds into the bloody grime, a better man than I. Yet if in sheer humility I yield this yokel place, will he not think it mockery and spit into my face, saying, "How can you care a damn, as now my way you bar, when it's because of what I am, you, sir, are what you are." But no, he did not speak like that, nor homage did I pay. I did not lift my bowler hat to greet his common clay. Instead, he made me feel an ass, as most respectfully he stepped aside to let me pass, and raised his cap to me. The Shepherd Boy Sings in the Valley of Humiliation by John Bunyan. He that is down needs fear no fall, he that is low no pride. He that is humble ever shall have God to be his guide. I am content with what I have, little be it or much, and, Lord, contentment still I crave, because thou savest such. Fullness to such a burden is, that go on pilgrimage. Here little, and hereafter bliss, is best from age to age. Stay humble by someone. Stay humble, my friend, for you won't be here one day. And although you think you might have left a legacy, in due time it too will fade with you. You want to be remembered as someone who, was kind, loving, respectful, helpful, friendly, and above all, humble. So take the compliments nicely, try to always be kind, and try to be forgiving. Although I know it can sometimes be hard, help others, stand up for one another, because those are the true legacies that impact lives, not just some material thing that will fade faster than you think. The Happiest Heart by John Vance Cheney. Who drives the horses of the sun shall lord it but a day. Better the lowly deed were done, and kept the humble way. The rust will find the sword of fame, the dust will hide the crown. Ay, none shall nail so high his name, time will not tear it down. The happiest heart that ever beat was in some quiet breast, that found the common daylight sweet, and left to heaven the rest. Humility by Pratik Praveen Kumar. Humility sets a person apart, a class item in an ordinary mart. Indeed, a virtue to see and admire, among ordinary flames in ethereal fire. A virtue that shines through like gold, a virtue that we must in ourselves mold. Rare indeed is the person who has it, high indeed, in greatness he does sit. The king of qualities indeed is humility, really high indeed is its place in divinity. To higher level will one certainly rise, to him everyone will be especially nice. Only great people have this great quality. Blessed is he who has this in huge quantity. One may have a mountain full of great skills, but only if there is humility, the mountain fills. Humility is indeed a great and rare virtue, which to greatness and legend does beckon you. Each day thousands of people live and die, but people who have humility are those who fly. Humility, the greatest attitude known to man, developing in everybody surely can. The attitude of everybody who is great, like cream in milk is their divine fate. The attitude of great Mahatma Gandhi, what can it be but utter humility? Developing humility for all is must, then only can one gain another's trust. People are great only through this. People are condemned if this they miss. Those who have this aplenty are blessed, and they will be remembered as the best. A virtue that signifies greatness, showed only by the best. A virtue deserving of admiration. It consists of not showing derision. Only the great can have this quality. They are characterized by unshaken serenity. They are respected by all. From their high pedestal they will never fall. A virtue that all respect is humility. It inspires a feeling of fraternity. Because a humble person is disliked by none, goodwill in all directions to him does come. Humility consists of respect and affection, without one's class being taken into consideration. Truly and unfortunately hard it indeed is to find a person who has and shows this. A person with humility will always fly, because strings of class do not him below tie. He will forever rise and never fall, as his name is written in nature's greatness hall. The Pebble and the Acorn by Hannah Flagg Gould. I am a pebble, and yield to none, were swelling words of a tiny stone. Nor time nor season can alter me. I am abiding, while ages flee. The pelting hail and the drizzling rain have tried to soften me, long in vain. And the tender dew has sought to melt, or touch my heart, but it was not felt. There's none that can tell about my birth, for I am as old as the big round earth. The children of men arise and pass out of the world like the blades of grass, and many a foot on me has trod that's gone from sight and under the sod. I am a pebble, but who art thou, rattling along from the restless bough? The acorn was shocked at this rude salute, and lay for a moment abashed and mute. She never before had been so near this gravely ball, the mundane sphere, and she felt for a time at a loss to know how to answer a thing so coarse and low, but to give reproof of a nobler sort than the angry look or the keen retort. At length she said, in a gentle tone, "Since it has happened that I am thrown from the lighter element where I grew, down to another so hard and new, and beside a personage so august, abased, I will cover my head with dust, and quickly retire from the sight of one whom time, nor season, nor storm, nor sun, nor the gentle dew, nor the grinding heel, has ever subdued or made to feel." And soon in the earth she sunk away from the comfortless spot where the pebble lay. But it was not long ere the soil was broke by the peering head of an infant oak, and as it arose and its branches spread, the pebble looked up and wondering said, "A modest acorn, never to tell what was enclosed in its simple shell, that the pride of the forest was folded up in the narrow space of its little cup, and meekly to sink in the darksome earth, which proves that nothing could hide her worth. And oh, how many will tread on me, to come and admire the beautiful tree, whose head is towering towards the sky, above such a worthless thing as I, useless and vain, a cumberer here, I have been idling from year to year. But never from this shall a vaunting word from the humbled pebble again be heard, till something without me or within shall show the purpose for which I've been. The pebble its vow could not forget, and it lies there wrapped in silence yet. I hope you have enjoyed today's video and have learned something from this poetic reading on humility. If you wish to hear more, please like our videos and subscribe to our channel. Peace be with you. Until next time, we speak of chivalry and poetry.